The war in Gaza has intensified, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu expressing support for Trump's controversial plan to relocate Palestinians from Gaza to other countries. While the plan has raised concerns about the region's stability and the humanitarian situation, UN chief slammed Israel's blockade of crucial aid to the besieged Strip, calling Gaza a killing field. Now, Netanyahu's statement on Gaza comes a day after meeting US President Donald Trump at the White House. Apart from supporting Trump's vision on Gaza, he also claimed that he discussed the issue of Iran with the US president, stressing for a military intervention to halt Iran's nuclear program. Netanyahu also claimed that he opposed Turkey's plans to set up military bases in Syria, viewing it as a threat to Israel.
We spoke about President Trump's vision, because we are currently in contact with countries that are talking about the possibility of taking in a great many Palestinians from Gaza. And that is important because in the end, that is what needs to happen.
According to Gaza's health ministry, since Israel resumed its military operations in Gaza on the 18th of March, following the collapse of a ceasefire, nearly 1,500 Palestinians have been killed and over 3,600 have been injured. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres rejected a new Israeli proposal to control aid deliveries in the Gaza Strip.
UN agencies and our partners are ready and determined to deliver. But Israeli authorities' newly proposed authorization mechanisms for aid delivery risk further controlling and callously limiting aid down to the last calorie and grain of flour.
No aid has been delivered to the Palestinian enclave of some 2.1 million people since March 2nd. The Israeli military agency that coordinates aid last week met with UN agencies and international aid groups and said that it proposed a structured monitoring and aid entry mechanism for Gaza. According to reports, a Hamas official said that it was necessary to reach a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip 3 weeks after Israel resumed bombardments. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron visited Egypt's North Sinai city of Arish. Accompanied by his Egyptian counterpart Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Macron toured warehouses storing aid for Gaza and Arish hospital, where wounded Palestinians from Gaza are being treated. He stressed that humanitarian aid must never be used as a tool of war, highlighting the need for unimpeded access to aid.
I have heard and share the concerns expressed by both United Nations agencies and non-governmental organizations. Humanitarian aid operates under specific rules that are based on non-discriminatory access, because we are there to help women and men, children and the elderly, regardless of who they are or where they come from. That is the very principle of international humanitarian law, and therefore it must never be used as a tool of war under any circumstances.
Entry of vital supplies, including food, water and fuel, to Gaza have been blocked due to the closure of the Rafah corridor by Israeli authorities.
This aid has not been through since March 2nd, after the Israeli government barred humanitarian assistance from going through the 3 checkpoints that were in use during the ceasefire.
Crowds of Egyptians gathered in Cairo to protest against the displacement of Palestinians outside of Gaza, waving banners and chanting slogans.
يا